Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Wild Rocky, and welcome to Postgame. Day number 23 is officially over. 13 games today, absolutely crazy. Couple upsets, and there's some really good matchups today that I love. So let's get straight into it. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you guys do enjoy it all. Helps out the channel a lot. I'm almost to 2K, so we can almost be there, guys. Thank you so much, and let's get straight into it. All right, the first game I'm gonna go over is the New York Rangers versus the Boston Bruins. It is in New York, and Boston Bruins, man. Boy, I'm sorry. I keep saying they're going to lose because I just feel like the streak has to end, right? They can't just keep winning, right? But they keep winning. They've beaten some good teams recently too. Pittsburgh, I don't know if Pittsburgh counts as a good team right now, but they're a good team on paper, and so are the Rangers, and they beat them on their own home ice, which is crazy to me. And dude, that Pastrnak backhand, oh my god, that made me yeah, it was a really good shot. It's like a backhand from like bottom of the circle, like bar down. Oh my god, on Shesterkin too. Bruins are scoring on all cylinders. Cole has scored like 5 games in a row. This team is getting the puck in the net, and they're playing defense too. Like, it's crazy. They're getting the saves and everything. This team is the team to beat right now. Can they keep doing it? I have no idea, but it doesn't matter. Right now, they're the team to beat. Up next is the Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Carolina Hurricanes. It was in Tampa Bay, and boy, Vasilevsky looked good. He looked like his former best goalie in the world self. Even though I think he is the best goalie in the world still, he showed that today on full cylinder. Like, he was unreal today. But Carolina, they played very, very good. And hey, Tampa Bay will take that point. But hey, let's talk about the Aho shootout goal for a second. Oh my god, hits you with the slow up, back it. Think open net. Like, my god, that shit was mean, disrespectful. That should be illegal. That shit was so sexy. Carolina deserved this win, so I'm glad they got the W because they dominated this game. They deserved it for sure, and it would have been very, very bad if they didn't get the 2 points. But hey, sometimes that's what hockey is. But today they got it done and got the 2 points, which is awesome. Up next is the Calgary Flames versus Nashville Predators. I did not expect this. Congrats, Nashville. You finally won a good game in a tough barn to play. I did not expect this, to be honest. And you put up some goals. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a little 1-2, like a 2-1 game. It wasn't anything like that. It was actually, you put it on them and you scored 4 in a tough place in Calgary. That's 3 in a row on home ice for Calgary. And it is what it is, but this first month of the year, you've been playing on home a lot. So you're going to be on the road. So it's going to be kind of tough because you need to win on home, guys, because that's such an advantage, especially in Calgary. And 3 in a row is not great for you guys. Not great. You guys, I mean, Nashville's a good team. They are. They're obviously, they've been bad this year, but they are a good team. So it's a very tough game, and it is what it is. But you guys got to get rolling at some point, and maybe this will upspark the Predators for the rest of the season. Who knows? Up next is the Chicago Blackhawks versus the LA Kings. To be honest with you, did not watch this game one bit, but it went overtime, and the Blackhawks won. They always win on home ice, man. I don't know why, but hey, it's tough to play in Chicago right now. It's tough to play in Chicago. And hey, props to the Kings for not giving up 17 goals. I thought this game would be high scoring, and it was not. And hey, neither team didn't let in a lot of goals, so the goaltending was there. And we're okay with this. We're okay with this. Sharks got the 2 points, and it's a much needed 2 points because they're actually looking pretty good right now. Up next is the Edmonton Oilers versus the New Jersey Devils. This game is crazy. I thought the Oilers were clear and gonna win this game, but that third period, Devils said nah. That tying goal, by the way, it was super weak. I don't know who scored it. It was like in the slot. It was like a little broken play. It like snuck 5-hole on Skinner. It was a little weak one. Then 7 seconds later, nice pass, breakup pass to a breakaway for Brat, and he snipes a post in. 7 seconds. That cannot happen. Most important shift after goal is the next shift. I mean, I didn't say that right, but you know what I mean. The next shift is the most important. And 2 goals in 7 seconds for the Devils to win this game in Edmonton on a huge comeback victory. Devils are looking good, man. Devils are looking good. And that is a huge character win for the Devils. That is huge. That will go a long way, especially for a younger team. That'll go a long way. Oilers, that's definitely got to leave a little ill taste in your mouth. But once again, you guys have been very good recently, so you can't be too upset. But you guys lost this game. You know what I mean? Like, you lost it yourself. You guys should have won this game. But hey, that's gonna happen sometimes. Up next is the Winnipeg Jets versus the Montreal Canadiens. Hey, Winnipeg got it done in overtime. I'm loving all these overtimes, by the way. I love 3-on-3. But this is a very fun game. I love Battle of Canada. And Montreal is just so fun to watch, man. I love how fast I love watching Cole Caulfield. That man is an absolute beast. But hey, Jets get it done. Jets get it done. They're winning these closer games. That's awesome. They're winning these games that they really didn't win last year. Like, they're winning these games. The Jets deserve to win this game. They dominated, honestly. They dominated in shots and everything. And I'm glad, just like the Hurricanes, they deserve to win this game, and they got the 2 points done. The puck doesn't lie in overtime, baby. Puck does not lie in overtime. All right, guys. The next game is going to be the St. Louis Blues versus the New York Islanders. Boy, was I wrong on this one. Blues, this is a game you got to win, man. You got to win this game. This is a must-win game on home ice after having a big losing streak. Now I think it's up to 6. I think you're tied with Pittsburgh and on your losing streak. That is not good. You do not want to be with Pittsburgh right now. Pittsburgh is not good right now. But hey, Blues are like, nope, we're going to have the worst streak in the NHL. I told you at the beginning of the year, the one downfall for the Blues is going to be the goaltending, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Binnington is not his Stanley Cup self anymore. He's completely different. He's back in his angry mood. Like, he was walking past Roke and he just shouldered him real quick. Like, Binnington, man, you're super inconsistent. Like, when you're good, you're very, very good. But you have not been good recently. And it's showing. 6 games in a row lost. It's not good. A lot of home ices too, which is not good. Like, at least Pittsburgh, they lost on like a 5-game road trip. So like, at least we lost on the road. You know what I mean? But now you guys have lost like 3 in a row, maybe even 4 in a row on home ice. It is not good at all. And something's going to have to change. I don't think you're going to fire your coach. I think it's too early for that. But goalie-wise, you shouldn't have traded Husso. I'm being honest. Like, I don't know why you did that. Like, what's the point? Binnington, yeah, he did decent in the playoffs, but like, that doesn't show you that he's going to be 100% back for the regular season. And that's showing. And I think that might be a big issue for the Blues, honestly, going forward. Like, I don't know what else they really do. Once again, there's a big statement win for the Islanders. It's a hard place to play. And after a huge losing streak for the Blues, it's a tough place to go to their barn and extend that losing streak. That's a tough task. And once again, Islander fans, Barzal did not score again, just saying. Up next is the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Ottawa Senators. It was in Ottawa. This game was very, very fun to watch. I thought the Knights were running away with it. They were up, 5-1. It was absolute domination by the Knights. But the second and third, Knights went down. Let's just stop. I mean, this game's already over, right? This game's already over. Then no, Ottawa, Drew, snipe, Stützle, goal. Like, okay, like, they're coming back. Then they make it 5-4. I was like, oh no. Then Logan Thompson stopped the puck, and hey, that Knights got a well-needed win. That's 6 in a row. They're 10-2 now, I think. That's unreal. Just like the Bruins, they're the second best team to beat right now in the NHL, and they're looking very, very good. I really like this Knights team. This coaching change, man, I'm telling you, this coaching change. Cassidy is a very, very good coach, but hey, I was like, I thought the Bruins were going to be bad because Cassidy's gone, because like, he's a good coach to fire. Bruins ain't looking back either. So it's a win-win for both teams, honestly. But Knights and Bruins are looking good, and it was a huge win for the Knights, especially in a tough barn. I know Ottawa hasn't been playing great recently, but they score a lot of goals on home ice, and they did today, but the Knights scored more. So it's, I mean, that's why they won. But you know what I mean? Like, it's a tough place to play, and they did it. And yeah, goaltending for Ottawa is kind of question mark. Just saying, kind of question mark. He made a couple good saves, but Knights scored a lot, and some of those goals were kind of weak, to be honest with you. Up next is the Detroit Red Wings versus the Washington Capitals. Detroit won 3-1. I did expect this. I like Detroit, man. I really like the roster, and I just figured on a home ice, they're going to be too much for the Capitals, and that's exactly what happened this game. Husso played very good today, and Darcy did pretty well as well. But hey, the top players on the Red Wings got it done. Larkin scored, and Andrew Kopp got his first one this season, which is awesome. Red Wings need him to get going, and then they'll be even more dangerous, by the way. And Raymond scored, which is awesome. But hey, I expected them to win this game, as I did in my predictions. I did say they'll win this game, and it was a good one. It was a good one for sure. And it was a big win on home ice for the Red Wings, and see if they can keep doing it, because both these teams have been kind of up and down this year. So we'll see if maybe one of them can create a streak. Up next is the Seattle Kraken versus the Minnesota Wild. I did not expect this. I did not expect Minnesota to get shut out on home ice. It doesn't happen much. It's a hard place to play in Minnesota, and they shut them out. Kraken, they're a sneaky team. They're the team that beats the good team somehow. You know what I mean? Somehow they're there upsetting the top teams. I'm not saying, wow, they're the top team right now, but they're a good-ass team. You know what I mean? They're a good-ass team on home ice. You just shut them out. Wild really didn't look too great, and they had a couple bad defensive plays that led to goals, like bad changes and etc. But Wild, they're very hit or miss too, which is not great. And Fleury didn't look too good tonight, but I don't think we should worry. Fleury's been looking good recently, so maybe this is just one off and it happens. But yeah, got to give props to Seattle. It's a tough barn to play in, and they got it done. They got the job done, and they got the shutout. Up next is Vancouver versus the Anaheim Ducks. Vancouver won 8-5 on home ice. This game was wild. This third period was crazy. Goal after goal after goal after goal. Elias Pettersson, 5-point night. Kuzmenko, I think his name is, got a hat trick and a 4-point night. Vancouver scoring on all cylinders. And once again, Duck fans, you guys cannot defend. I don't know what is wrong with your defense. Same with the Kings, man. The defense is not there in LA. Defense is not there in LA. Sharks can't defend. None of these LA teams can defend, and the Ducks might be the worst one right now. And Gibson is not it. I don't know what is wrong. I know the defense in front of him is not great, but it's not. You shouldn't be letting in this many goals, man. I know Vancouver has a good offense, but 8 goals. I mean, I know there was an empty netter involved, but still, that's cannot happen. You're never gonna win games. If you score 5 goals, you should be winning this game and not losing by 3. That's absolutely crazy to me. But hey, good win by Vancouver. Once again, they are a little hit or miss. They obviously had a very bad start, then they got a little streak going, the loss again, and I'm glad they got back on the win column, because this team needs to do it. They need to catch up. You know, the Pacific's wide open right now, but big win by Vancouver. This is huge for them to keep it up. Ducks, tank for Bedard, baby. Tank for Bedard, even though it does not help you on the defensive side of the puck. Up next is the Arizona Coyotes versus the Dallas Stars. Arizona finally looked like themselves on home ice. These last couple of games, they've been like, okay, they've actually been a good, solid defensive team. Goalie's been solid. Today was not one of those days. They look like the beginning of the season when they got smacked every single game, and it's what happened. Dallas exposed them 7-2. It's crazy. It was crazy. Goalie turned it over. Your goalie 10 the goal. But you know what I mean. Yeah, Arizona, they look like an AHL team tonight, and Dallas obviously is a top tier team, and they're going to expose you, and that's exactly what they did. There's really not much more to talk about this. All right, then the last game tonight is going to be the Florida Panthers versus the San Jose Sharks. It just ended in a shootout, and hey, the Panthers started off hot, but Reinhart shut the door. I had like 18 shots or something in the first period. Crazy. The third period was all Sharks. They scored 3 to take the lead. Then an absolute snipe from Verhaeghe to tie the game and force overtime. Then overtime was crazy, because it always is crazy. But then a shootout. Goalies were dominant, man. Goalie was dominant in shootout until I think it was Reinhart that sniped it home for the Panthers. Big win for them. Sharks, that's that 2 shootout losses in a row, I think. But hey, once again, Carlson did score again. This man is on a revenge tour. I don't know why the team is booty, so maybe he can have some trade value, but their contracts are way too big. I doubt anything like that happens. But he's been playing very, very good, so that's a positive for the Sharks. And another big win for the Panthers. That is 2 points that they desperately needed. All right, guys, that is this video. Please drop a like, subscribe. Thank you very much for being here. Much love. And yeah, all this stuff kind of, I'm on my road to 2K, guys. I would much appreciate if you guys did subscribe. And yeah, thank you for being here. Much love, and subscribe, motherfuckers.